And with that, we are live and we have a guest. Hi, Landon. What do you need, son? Come here. Say hi to everybody. Wave.
Hi.
There you go, buddy. Have fun. All right. That was our surprise guest for the day. That was Landon, my son, who also left the door open, of course. So we'll get to hear all the noise that the boys make as we go along. So welcome to the Something If meeting of the OpenExO Developer Network. It's Friday, May 28th and early. So we meet here once a month right now so that we can all share with one another the various development efforts we're doing. And there's many types of development efforts that are going on across the OpenExO network or the community or the ecosystem, any way you want to look at it. And it's really good for us to meet periodically in order to share the work that we're doing with one another. In particular, sort of a special shout out today, Suhar over there, you can wave, Suhar, is going to share with us the latest work on the APIs for the OpenExO platform. And I'm really looking forward to this particular one because that's going to lead to a whole bunch of work for Antonio to do on the website to share with lots of other people. So sorry about that, Antonio, but you know we've been looking forward to this one for a while. So this is the place you want to watch, you want to learn about what's going on in the development landscape for all of OpenExO's ecosystem. This is the one place to come, or at the very least, watch this in replay on YouTube. And we are super happy. I just saw Najib pop in, so that's fantastic. Najib, welcome.
Hi guys, just stopped by to say hello to everyone. It has been a while. I know that this call overlapped with my other call, but I just want to stop by for a few minutes.
Just so everybody knows, Najib is the co-founder and chief everything officer over at Fluid Chains, which is one of the longest term technical strategic partners of OpenExO Inc. and the OpenExO community. And they are the technology leads for everything related to the OpenExO Economy blockchain. So I'm sure he's got some news he'll share with us today too. But that's enough introductions. I really just want everybody to know why they're here, why they're watching this. My name's Kent. I'm got my fingers in a few things here and there, and we'll get on with it. So next steps, everybody, we'll go around the room. We'll look forward to hearing your updates. And I think we'll actually start with Nikki today, who's our marketing director for EXO Academy. And she can talk a little bit about what's been going on out there. And then we'll sort of progressively get into the more technical bits as we go along. Yeah?
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. We have another event. We just finished the event in Dubai where Salim spoke on stage for the first time since the COVID shutdown. So that was exciting. Live cast, and we had all kinds of buzz going on, and he made a really special announcement. So watch the replays. It's really a special announcement.
Yeah, really. We've
got one coming up next week at the Bitcoin conference. It's basically a satellite event for our entity, basically the EXO Academy and Fluid Chains and all of our sister economies will be doing big presentations around blockchain, crypto, et cetera, and presenting use cases, et cetera. And so that's in Miami, June 3rd is our event, and followed by two more of the sister or sponsor event, June 4th and 5th down in Miami. So watch for the media, et cetera, around that. We're working on Exos Academy, which is the next step of the 30 doubling challenge to get engagement from the community. So we're building a simple page first in our website for just how to use the Exos and y2021, the new liquidity pool wallet, et cetera, the paired tokens. And so we'll be doing some education around that, some videos, as well as some documentation. So you can come up to speed with that. Just finished some FAQs, so we've got a lot more of those. So it's helping the community come along, and actually we extracted that from all the town halls, which was an amazing endeavor. A lot of data there and a lot of stories coming out of it too. So, and we have also got a story from one of the members, a story coming up on the 30 doubling challenge, which ends on Monday. And we've got some amazing people stepping up and creating this exponential curve and just walking the talk. It's just another example of how we can all be doing value exchange in the community. Behind the scenes, Ray is in the process of assigning all of the independent projects from OpenExO, ExoWorks, et cetera, over to Javi. So we have everything under the hub of ownership, security, and all of that. So hopefully he's in communication with you, Javi, on all that. Looking forward to this API for the marketplace. I have a dev team who wants to come in and play with it, and I have needs, I have roles that need to be filled that haven't really been filled from within the community. So I'm really looking forward to a public-facing version of that. So I hope that's right behind whatever you're going to tell us, Javi, today. And then I guess the reporter function, yeah, we've got somebody interested, yet they're all doing their own projects within the system, but I do have somebody interested in that role. So hopefully we'll be able to get that underway starting very, very soon. And that's it for me. Eric?
Oh, sorry. Was that next?
You're on
I was
mute.
waiting for
You're
a
talking,
cue.
Sorry.
No worries. It's like I'm so used to Clubhouse, and like you can't see anybody, so you just have to wait till you'd like to be told or whatever. But anyways, thanks, Nikki. So good to see folks and everyone. And as you can imagine, we're full steam, right, to bring the Exos to market. And so there's all kinds of stuff still happening on the background. Some great progress documentation-wise recently, as you may or may not have heard or seen, version 3.0, which is the current release of our business. I want to say review. What's business?
Overview.
Thank
business
you.
Overview. Yeah.
It's an overview, right? The business overview document. Thanks to everybody for helping out with that. A lot of people not even on this call that have helped out with that. So thank you for that. That is currently posted. Thank you, Nikki and team, to the website. And more updates are coming, of course, including some good stuff with decentralized finance and other things. So it'll be incrementally updated, but it is out there. It's releasable. It's shareable. It needs to be reviewed and all that. So 2 other pieces, as you recall, we have the technical overview doc, which is still ongoing. We need to make some tweaks there as well. And then you might have heard we're doing a quick executive summary called the LITE paper, L-I-T-E paper, right? So that's also, I know Kent's been asking for feedback now for a while, so we're probably going to close that down soon and rev that up, and hopefully that'll be good to go, and that'll be posted shortly as well. So that's a condensed executive summary version of the doc. So that's, I believe, what's happening doc-wise. There may even be something else that, is it Paul Epping and others are working on, right, with respect to?
It is. They want to do more of a scientific approach, like really research-driven, deeper tech into it, sort of extending off of the business overview into the, I mean, they want to go to pretty down deep into the nuts and bolts, and I encourage them quite happily to do so. It is an endeavor that they will find rewarding in terms of understanding what's going on, but it's going to be a lot of work. So.
Yeah. So look for those in the coming days and weeks. And then just a lot of, as you all know, behind the scenes tech work happening with Novum, et cetera. And so we're trying to get that moving along and get some issues resolved and just keep moving ahead. So that's pretty much my update. So thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's jump over to, there was a bunch of, why don't we go with Javi? Let's go with Suhar. Suhar, you've got some fun news for us today. And look forward to hearing the updates on your API work. And you can share your screen too if you want to show what's going on there. Yeah.
Okay. Hello guys, nice to see you again. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
It's there.
Okay. So finally, we have here the API for the opportunities. Okay. You can request the Swagger version here at platform.openexo.com/opportunities/API/Swagger. You have here too the WebDoc format for the API. Okay, you can check whatever you want of these 2 versions. Okay, I'm going to come back to Swagger. Okay, from now, those are the endpoints that we have active right now. For example, we have the get petition in order to get the opportunities from the platform. You can have here some parameters that you can use in order to get the pagination for all the opportunities on the platform. You can try to search for opportunities. Or for example, you can use this param in order to get only your opportunities, okay? I'm going to show you up here. This is the Postman, which is the tool that we are using to make some tests and so on. It's important here that for the authorization that we are using right now, we are using this username and password. This is it's personal for each user. So you need to request Ken or directly to Javi Pena, Antonio, and myself. We will let you have access to these APIs. Okay, you need to add this username and password into the headers, and that's all. You only need to request. If you execute this one, for example, in order to get the number of opportunities, you can have here the number of total opportunities we have here. This is the next page because it's paginated, and these are all the results that we have right now. There are several fields that you can check it out, for example, here on the documentation. This is the response explanation with all the fields and the meaning of each of them. Maybe sometimes you can find that some field is not totally documented and so on. You can request some information, and we will be updating all this API's information during all the time, okay? So for example, you have here some flag, for example, is already decided. That means that you have seen this opportunity before, when the opportunity was created, modified, blah, 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 okay? You can read all this documentation, and you can get an idea of what means of this field. You have here the certification required to access to this opportunity. For example, you have here the title. You have here the status, if it's already on production, I mean, it's public or it's a draft. For example, you have here the target of the opportunity, because as you know, we can create opportunities directly for one person, or we can create an open opportunity for the whole platform. The number of positions, blah, 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 okay? You can have here the other entry point, which is the post, and this entry point will let you create new opportunities from the API. And again, you have here the model, and you can have here an example of the JSON you need to post in order to create the opportunity. Budgets, the entity, if we have an entity, the start date with the format, and so on, okay? It's important that right now we are using always the version 1. This is the version that we are working right now on the next step. Obviously, we are going to be working on this API. We will create new version and so on. So this is where you can specify the version that you are requesting. Okay, and you have here the example of a response once you have created the new opportunity. Okay. This another entry point will let you get the information for a concrete opportunity. You will get the information. The JSON is the same that you can see here. We need to replicate it here, okay? And you can have other kind of entry points in order to make some modifications, some updates in the opportunity, in order to close the opportunity if you want to close it. Or for example, if the opportunity is closed, you can reopen the opportunity, okay? This is the entry point that we have right now moving on production. And it's very important that to use this entry point correctly, you are going to need to request another entry point. For example, the keywords, which is the tags that you can create when you create your opportunity in order to tag and make more easy to access to this opportunity when users are searching for opportunities, for example, or for example, the language. If you go to the Swagger documentation for the core service, which is this platform.openexo.com/APIs of Swagger, you will find here another new entry point that we have created. For example, this one, which is the language. When you request this entry point, you will get all the language that we have on the platform. And these languages are all the languages that you can use in order to create the API. And for example, this other one, which is the keywords. And this is very important because these keywords are fixed right now, and you can use these keywords in order to tag the opportunity. Okay? If we try to request this API, for example, you will get here all the keywords, okay? And these are the keywords that you can use to tag the opportunity. It's the same that for languages, okay? It's very important that if you find something here that you don't understand, request us, because all the documentation are always live and it's always changing and updating and so on, okay? More or less, that's all. You have here the entry points, so you can try to play with them, request everything that you need from the team.
All right. That's an excellent overview. Thank you. And if you can go just to openexo.com/dev really quick, since you've got the screen share going.
Yep.
I'll just, everybody who's watching, just so they can know. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. You know where it is. You put it there. You and Antonio.
Yep.
There you go. So this is the main hub of information for all of the platform APIs. And we're also, Najib, you go after Antonio, I think, but this is where we're also aggregating information, as you can see, about the Exos APIs as well. So this is like meant to be a one-stop shop for all the primary APIs throughout the OpenExO ecosystem. And we're also posting examples and reference applications. And I think this is a good segue over to Antonio, who did the event list reference application that we actually use in the platform itself. So if you wanted to know how to use the events API in real world, you could just look at that reference application right there that's in our GitHub. And I think he can talk now about what he's going to be doing next with the APIs that Suhar just outlined for us. So why don't you tell us what's up on your side? And just so you know, I mean, this is really cool because, say, for example, Rutanio, they have their own marketplace. Well, now they could tap into the OpenExO marketplace APIs and co-list if they wanted to. I mean, if that's what they want to do. Nikki, if she wants to surface APIs on the economy website, which is a standalone website, and she could do so, right? I mean, there's with her dev team. So there's just all kinds of amazing things that start to become possible now. So anyways, over to you, Antonio.
Okay, yes, as you said, this morning we released the API marketplace, and I already consuming them. I'm trying to retrieve the data from the server. As you can see, I have all these items is what I received from the server. So I'm trying to paint them and formatting them, paginating, etc. So I'm building a custom component where you can embed anywhere.
So let's drill into that just a little bit. With the events, you created, we'll call it a widget or custom component. So Nikki, you're not even going to necessarily have to write all the code from scratch, because Antonio's reference application is going to be a widget for this. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm building the widget. I don't know when it will be ready, but I guess the next week. I'm also working with Kevin with the lag assessment. It's a survey that we already have.
Can you not show that one today? Because we're not quite ready to launch that yet.
Okay. So then that's it.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. We have some new strategic partner work coming online, and Antonio's let the cat out of the bag a little bit, but we're going to stop that one right now, and we'll announce that really soon. So
yeah,
it's okay.
Don't
worry. Don't worry.
The thing that developing is that you come first on anybody. So
yeah, I know. No, it's great. I appreciate. No. I appreciate the initiative. But what also is true about the platform is that we have this survey component, and the survey component can be either put on like a widget on your own website, or it can be put on our platform or on our website. And that's exactly what we've done for the EXQ survey. And there are other people coming to us now that would like to host their surveys in our platform. And so we're working on deals, a number of things along those lines. It's very exciting, really, because it's going to increase the number of tools that are available to the OpenExO certified community members to serve their clients, which is oftentimes what we're doing. So yeah, that's all good. Why don't we go over to Najib next? Najib, I know you hadn't been here for a while, so you got to see some of the work that the platform team is doing, which is great.
No, great to see a lot of progress. Javier's and Antonio. Yeah, hopefully we will see it soon there. I'm more than happy to request credentials to get access to. That's how we can play a little bit with that. Excellent job, guys. Again, we have, you guys have done some of the work that sometimes people don't realize how big it is, because we don't need to go there just to pull off and not duplicate the efforts, just going to the page and try to parse that information from the web, but just getting from the API. Then that's awesome, awesome news. From the side that we are working for these days, you may guys know, are aware, we are into the path to the liquidity. It has been a challenge for the entire community, especially that the path to the liquidity is into the new wallet, and then that is I was thinking overlapping with an effort that we have been trying for a few months, that is move out everyone from the old QT wallet. That is going to be, it is already deprecated. We are just with the last days, we announced it a few days ago, but it has been promoted for I think 3 months that we are going to move, deprecate it, shoot it down, the entire QT on May 31st. The message is for everyone here and everyone listening to this call. We have a few channels on Discord, the EXO Academy Discord, where we are providing support for any of you guys. Just to move out your tokens, all your tokens out of your QT, you have two options. You can send them to the Exos core, and that's then you are going in a path to participate on the liquidity. Then that's the wallet to be able to do it in a few weeks from now, or you can move them out to the Electrum wallet. But you need to have those tokens out right now. We have some videos there on GitHub and many of the channels where it's plain, in one click you can transfer your tokens from Exos QT to Exos Core, having both wallets open. After May 31st, we think that it's not going to be that simple. It will require a lot of effort for you guys that don't have or still keep those tokens on QT. Unfortunately, we have people from more than 2.5 years still using CVX. Guys, you know that CVX was the first wallet, but we are, working very hard to support everyone. And we again, the message is that you would never lose your tokens, but the effort to move them is going to be bigger after the May 31st. From that, we will expect in the coming days that new release. We already have the release 20 on the wallet. It's a new theme. It's matching with the entire other websites on the colors. It's more appealing. We have received a lot of good comments that is very nice. And what it goes beyond the nice is that we have a new tab there that is called EXOS Swap. That button, it has only 2 buttons right now on this release 20. That is just bring people to the education, first level of the education, to know what is EXOS, what is Swap, what is WExOS. The upcoming release is going to be more into have a specific question there, and that's when people link directly to some of those answers. And the following release is it is more about how it works, really working on that, and we are preparing all the educational material for those 2 releases. That is very important. Our community, again, EXO community, we have a lot of people that they may be aware about what is crypto, but mostly a lot of them, they are not. We have the role to educate them because we want them to participate on this liquidity pool. Yeah, this liquidity pool is not only for people that is coming from crypto or they know wallets. We are educating, and we think that doing the educational, we have a huge exponential. We have 8,000 members, and each of those 8,000 members is that educated. We know that each of them, they are behind many big communities. Then the effect, the multiplied effect, is going to be huge. And it's something that we are, educators. We are the warriors here. Many communities, they are very focused on crypto. We are not letting out the crypto. We are aware of this. We are, they are pinning us, but we are not concerned that they are educated. But we need to just to add numbers into our own community. That's the big message for today. I know that Nikki, Eric, and Kevin, and the rest of the team have been hardly working on the educational part. It sounds simple, but you know, it's the challenge for us. But so far it's so good. Like you guys are aware, on the settings buttons, we already have there the way for the API. But most of our focus on efforts right now is 2 things. We know that we have the wallet does not boot so fast. We expect for the next release to decrease that, an improvement. It's a big improvement. Again, but we are just doing all those gradually because we, at this moment, we can afford to break anything at all. It's a lot on stake, and then improvements will come in each release gradually. But the focus is on that button that is a EXOS Swap. All the new comments are coming there, and improvements on making the wallet faster and better. Some of you guys may have seen it, that transfer the token, they don't show up right away. We don't have anything there, but it's important. There is in the top right is a cloud. It's important when you are transferring your token that cloud is not with a mark, means you have connections there. And there are 2 big parts that you can click there, Ken. In the left, it's a network height and wallet height. The first time the network height is going to be, it is actually the last block that your wallet is seeing. It's going to cash up, but the first time that you are doing it, basically the wallet, what it's going to do is going to scan the entire blockchain to see if it's any tokens that belong to this wallet. That means that the wallet height it starts from 0, even if the network height is already on the last chain. I want to explain that because that is what common people is not seeing. And I say it's totally synced. It's true. You just need to be aware that your network height need to catch up with the the wallet height need to catch up with the network height because it's scanning the entire blockchain. Then it may take a few minutes until it goes through all the chain that already downloaded there, just to see which tokens belong. Then, if you already send unfortunately, this is what is happening. People just send the token right away, and they want that they show up right away. It's not going to show up until it goes through that block because it's scanning the entire blockchain. And unfortunately, you just transfer the token, then it's going to take a while until you see them there. But just be patient because it's going to be there. I think pretty much the effort I described and share the effort where we are coming soon is you're going to start to see more on those buttons. The invitation again. Move out all you tokens from Exos QT before that it start to be a real challenge to move them out from there.
All right. Thank you, Najib. And while I was going along there, just to make it match with everybody else's updates, I showed briefly the blockchain API. which is something that I think anybody who is interested in development against a blockchain should take a look at, because that wallet, we keep calling it a wallet, but it really is more than that. It's an enterprise blockchain application development platform. It's a bridge to Ethereum really soon for Exos token holders. That makes Ethereum a part of the utility of the Exos blockchain, if you want to look at it that way. And lots of really amazing progress, Najib and the team. Please take back our thanks and to the entire dev team that's doing all this work.
No, thank you guys.
Okay.
Again, we will see you guys, and the invitation is, hey, you guys have put in a lot of effort. I know Antonio, Javier, and the other Javier, and the rest of the team in Spain for quite some time. We hope to see you tokens on the liquidity more. We're very excited, and I want to be very straight, because again, I know that it's a new faces here, but they are all faces that has been putting a lot of sweat there for quite some years. And then those, again, I will be sure that Antonio and Javier and the other Javier, your tokens are going there on the path to liquidity. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, I think we've got everybody's updates here today. This was a action-packed. That was a lot of information coming out from the sort of the spread of development across the platform. You know, another project, by the way, of Najib's and Fluid Chains is something called Certifico, which I believe is one of the first full-featured Exos blockchain based. It's actually bridges a couple of blockchains applications using what's also called the full node API, which is very similar to the Exos core API that I just showed earlier. So we are starting to see, even though they're mostly still in the family, so to speak, we're starting to see really amazing full-featured applications being developed against our blockchain. And I think that's super, super exciting.
We hope to see soon there the OpenExO certifications there, because you know we have even some ways to do token distribution for people that participate, something that we are working on. That's making like you receive your certification, but at the same time you receive some tokens. Like it's no brain for you to do your certification. You can get even tokens back.
Yeah, that makes getting certified sort of like mining.
Yeah,
in a way. Yeah, which I love that. It's like, that's the real proof of work.
Yeah, that's exactly.
All right. Well, look, does anybody on this team have a question of anybody else on this group about something they need to move forward? Are you stuck? Do you need help? Do you have a question? Do you need to make an announcement? Those are generally the things that we would get in this last part of the meeting.
I want to add something, Ken,
Yes.
and is relating to the APIs and so on. As you know, we have several instances running. So if you want to play with the opportunity APIs, we can give you access to a develop instance where you can play as you want. You can
Sandbox.
break anything. So I think that this is the correct way to
like a sandbox, right? Yeah. That's a good thing. I hadn't actually thought of that. So yeah, definitely you want to give people a safe place to play so they don't write a loop that accidentally posts 1,000 opportunities to the marketplace. Yeah, or something like that.
So you can try to broke everything all the time that you want.
No question that will happen. Okay, good. Anybody else? Okay, great. So we'll give back the last quarter hour here. I would ask, everybody that's here on this call, please, if you know people that should have seen this today or who would like to know if there are other developer networks that would like to know what we've got going on here, Najib, we'll post this up to our media hub. So, or you can just go straight to the YouTube recording if you don't want to wait. But for example, I've invited some of the members of the Blockport team over to this call a few times. Haven't had them join in yet, but would love to see them at least watching the replays or popping in from time to time just to say hi. And then, on the Rutanio side, it'd be great to see members of the Rutanio dev team pop in, let us know what's going on over there. Divergenti, our sister economies. This is the place once a month. Just get together, have a little fireside chat about what's going on. I'll get some fire for the thing next time. All right.
Okay,
all right then. All right. Thank you so